It was a quiet morning in Yellowstone, July 23, 2024. The air was crisp, birds singing, until the ground shook. A violent roar ripped through Biscuit Basin, not nature's gentle wake-up, but raw power unleashed. Rocks, some car-sized, were hurled skyward, crashing down with force. Black diamond and black opal pools were torn apart. The landscape changed in an instant. This was no gentle burp, it was a scream from the earth. For anyone nearby, terror would be instant. The ground trembling, hot water and mud blasting upward. Instincts would scream, run, find cover, escape the chaos. The explosion carved a new crater, a brutal reminder of Yellowstone's wildness. News spread fast. Headlines screamed Yellowstone Eruption. People feared the supervolcano. Was this the beginning of the end? Images showed a scarred, steaming landscape where blue pools once sat. It looked like a battleground, but in the wild, things aren't always what they seem. You have to look past the shock, gather facts, and separate fear from reality. My mission? Go there myself, stand on that changed ground, and find out what really happened. Was this a warning shot from the supervolcano or something else? The wild speaks its own language. You have to get close and listen. So I packed my gear, ready for a journey into one of the planet's most active places. I was heading to Yellowstone to find the truth behind the myths. The world wanted answers. I wanted to see what this landscape was trying to tell us. The chaos of that morning was just the beginning. To understand Yellowstone, you have to witness its power firsthand. Only then can you separate myth from reality. The journey was on, and the truth was waiting in the steam. My journey began under a vast open sky, flying over the American West. The land stretched out like a giant map. Mountains rose, rivers cut through plains, and the landscape grew more dramatic as I neared Yellowstone. This is a land forged by fire and ice, where nature is in charge. Driving into the park, the air smelled of pine, earth, and sulfur, the breath of the volcano. Herds of bison roamed, ancient and powerful, reminding me I was a visitor in their home. Approaching Biscuit Basin, geothermal signs were everywhere. Steam billowed, pools bubbled in impossible colors. These colors come from tiny organisms thriving in superheated water. Life on the edge. The ground hissed and gurgled, a constant reminder of the heat and pressure below. This is Yellowstone's engine. Near the explosion site, rangers had closed off Biscuit Basin for safety. From a distance, I saw the aftermath: broken rocks, thick steam, a new crater. It was raw, chaotic power. Creation, not just destruction. The earth was reshaping itself before our eyes. Standing there, I felt awe and respect for the forces at work. This wasn't just about seeing damage, it was about understanding what caused it. Yellowstone is alive, and every event is a lesson in survival. The park's wildness is its greatest teacher. Here, you learn humility. The journey wasn't just about answers, it was about learning to listen to the land. Yellowstone's story is written in steam and stone. To read it, you have to get close. And I was closer than ever. The truth was in the details. And the details were extraordinary. What really happened at Biscuit Basin? It was a hydrothermal explosion, not a volcanic eruption. Imagine a pressure cooker with no safety valve, superheated water trapped underground by rock. A sudden drop in pressure, maybe from an earthquake or shifting groundwater, triggers the blast. The water flashes to steam, expanding violently, blasting rock, mud, and water out. No new magma, just a shallow steam-driven event. Volcanic eruptions are different. They involve rising magma, deep earthquakes, ground swelling, and gas spikes. None of those signs were present here. The debris was old sandstone and siltstone, not fresh volcanic rock. This proves it was a high-pressure water event in the upper crust. Hydrothermal explosions are dangerous if you're nearby, but not a sign of a supervolcano awakening. In fact, these steam explosions are Yellowstone's most common hazard. They happen every few years, reminders of the power simmering below. The real threat isn't always the one that makes headlines. How do we keep watch over Yellowstone? With a network of technology and constant vigilance, the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory and USGS use seismometers, GPS stations, and gas sensors across the park. Seismometers detect tiny tremors, GPS measures ground swelling or sinking, gas sensors track changes in volcanic gases like sulfur dioxide, thermal cameras and satellites monitor ground temperatures. All this data streams back in real time, giving scientists a complete picture. If multiple warning signs appear together, they know something significant is happening. This layered approach lets them distinguish a harmless steam blast from a true volcanic threat. Science is our early warning system. To get the real story, I spoke with those on the front lines. Senior Park Ranger Sarah, with decades of experience, told me, "Fear comes from the unknown. Our job is to replace fear with facts." The team and USGS scientists responded immediately, closing the area for safety. "These features are beautiful but unpredictable," she said. "The ground can be unstable." The evidence was clear: old rocks, no deep magma movement, just a big steam blast. Her confidence was reassuring, grounded in experience and science. Next, I met Dr. Marcus Thorne, volcanologist at the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory. He showed me new data from instruments at the explosion site. We see these events as learning opportunities. Cameras, seismometers, and thermal probes now monitor the area, giving unprecedented insight. Small water surges since the blast are just the system settling, not new explosions. Dr. Thorne emphasized, the volcano's vital signs remain normal. The caldera breathes, ground rises and falls, small quakes happen, it's all normal. The Biscuit Basin event didn't change that, it was surface level. The real danger, the magma chamber, is still miles below and quiet. Their words painted a picture of a powerful system, not a monster about to erupt. Yellowstone is being watched more closely than ever. The Guardians know what to look for, and they're ready. Science and experience keep us safe. The park's wildness is matched only by the dedication of those who protect it. The truth is in the data, and the data says, calm. Science never stands still. Now satellites are helping us monitor volcanoes by watching trees. NASA and Smithsonian scientists found that trees get greener before eruptions, thanks to carbon dioxide leaking from rising magma. This invisible gas fertilizes the trees, making their leaves lusher, changes satellites can detect. A study at Mount Etna proved it. Greener trees often meant magma was on the move. This method is safer and can give earlier warnings, weeks or months before other signs. It's a game changer for saving lives. Of course, it only works where there are enough trees, and scientists must rule out other causes for greenness. That's why they're validating the technique with ground data. For Yellowstone covered in forests, this could become a vital tool. Nature's own warning system read from space. The future of volcano monitoring is growing greener. After my journey and expert interviews, the verdict is clear. Yellowstone's supervolcano is not waking up. The Biscuit Basin explosion was dramatic, but it was a hydrothermal event, common in this region. The fear was based on misunderstanding. The science tells a different story. The debris was surface rock, not from the magma chamber. Seismic activity and gas emissions stayed normal, no ground swelling. Every piece of data pointed to a steam-driven event, not a volcanic one. The giant is still sleeping. The real hazard in Yellowstone is hydrothermal explosions, dangerous but localized. The chance of a super eruption is incredibly low, about 1 in 730,000 per year. Everyday dangers here are wildlife and hot springs, not volcanic apocalypse. The event tested our monitoring systems, and they worked. Scientists and park staff responded quickly and effectively. The systems in place keep us safe. This was a valuable opportunity to learn more about hydrothermal systems. Yellowstone is calm, and the Guardians are watching. Yellowstone's story is one of constant change and scientific dedication. Our peace of mind comes from data, research, and round-the-clock monitoring. The USGS and partners are the silent sentinels, always watching for change. New tools like satellite greenness monitoring add to our protective shield. Combining old and new methods creates a robust early warning system. This research keeps us safe and deepens our understanding of the planet. Yellowstone is a natural laboratory, teaching us about volcanoes and life in extremes. The knowledge gained here saves lives worldwide. We can't tame a supervolcano, but we can understand and respect it. Science ensures Yellowstone remains a place of wonder, not fear. My journey to Yellowstone reaffirmed a deep truth. This place is a treasure. The hydrothermal explosion was a powerful expression of life, not a threat. Yellowstone inspires awe, not fear, if we learn to read its signs and respect its power. The giant is quiet, watched by the best science humanity has. We're safer than ever because we understand the risks and have the tools to monitor them. Yellowstone challenges and teaches us about our place in nature. We have a responsibility to protect this wild heart, supporting research and being responsible visitors. The wonders of Yellowstone are a vital part of our planet's heritage. Go and explore with curiosity, not fear. Stand at the canyon's edge, watch Old Faithful, listen to the mud pots. Yellowstone will change you, filling you with wonder and respect. It's not a monster, but a masterpiece in motion. We must cherish, protect, and keep learning from it.